Yo, what's good, everybody? Let me start by saying this, man. I'm a big fan of YouTube basketball. You feel me? Just last night, they saying Nasir was joining the East Coast squad. A lot of my subscribers, a lot of people that might watch, I usually don't talk about stuff like this, but I'm a big YouTube basketball community fan because it's the closest thing to and one in my eyes. I was a big and one fan. Professor, Hot Sauce, Skipped, Sick With It, Skipped and Malou, all of them. I was big fans. I love the and one shit. So this is the next best thing. You feel me, for real? You know what I mean? Because and one ain't been able to be revamped yet. Street ball really ain't. Ain't nobody really put a camera on street ball like that since them. Besides YouTube basketball. Nasir just went to the East Coast squad. I'm about to sit here. Sorry about the noise to my neighbor. He got done cutting down a tree if y'all do hear it. But I'm about to sit here and listen to this 11-minute video from Nasir on why he's leaving Wild Hunt and going to East Coast. You know what I mean? And then I'm going to tell y'all my reaction to that. But if you want me to keep it 100 just from the jump, this is what I'm calling it. I feel like Slim built a platform where Baller's Life left, was able to do his own thing. I feel like Nasir starting with Wild Hunt. They on the way up. They climbing up. You feel me? And I feel like he could goddamn go to East Coast squad, get some clout, also boost them up because he's basically one of the #1 street ballers right now that everybody talking about in the YouTube community. And I feel like, he could basically use it as an opportunity to boost his name, get on a bigger platform, and more opportunities come. And then he going to go back with his brothers to Wild Hunt. That's what I really think it's about. And you know what I mean? It ain't chasing no clout, nothing, blah, blah, blah. But nah, it's kind of like, if you can go play in Madison Garden, why would you play for the Charlotte Hornets if we talking about stages and playing in front of people? You're going to go to Madison Garden, period, point blank. Wild Hunt's on the come up. The platform is growing. It is getting bigger. But I think that he needs to goddamn kind of make this power move, join up with them East Coast squad. They lost Island Boy Q, from my understanding, I believe. And, they need a new guard. They need somebody else. They may still have Island Boy. I don't know. I think they don't. But I think it's, just to soak up some exposure, put his balling to the test in the 5v5s, you know what I mean, and get this bag. And then come back to his brothers. I feel like whatever he says, unless it's something crazy right now, I feel like regardless of whatever he says, it's all about making Wild Hunt bigger in the end. You know what I mean? I'm going to go get this bag. I'm going to goddamn go play with East Coast Squad a couple of times. Soak up some exposure, blah, blah, blah. Get some different connections myself and for Wild Hunt. And I'm going to bring it all back to the table again. You feel me? I feel like he really has a brotherhood there. But I'm going to sit here and listen to this video and see what he has to say.
Hey, I just wanted to say I appreciate everybody for all the support. You know what I'm saying? With Big RU and me, my personal channel, I feel like this is a big change in my life. But for any goals or accomplishments you want to make in life, you have to go through uncomfortable times and changes to adjust, to keep elevating. So that's what I'm trying to do in my life right now.
So with that being said, what made you get into the YouTube scene? How did that all get started in the first place?
I started YouTube was all season I just came back from Europe, won a championship over there, and it was an all season. I went on a little cruise, came back, docked in Orlando, and then came back to Tampa because my mom was in Tampa, and then people were saying it was a run. So, so I was just trying to get my legs some money.
Hold on, y'all. Y'all see the boys I'm trying to make a YouTube. They keep bothering me. Let me goddamn put them out my room real quick. Hold up. All right, come on. Sorry about that, y'all. Let's goddamn continue to listen, though.
And it was a good crowd. Came out, good energy. And then they were saying, Moon was the 1v1 GOAT at the time, so you know what I'm saying? My people in my city were saying, you feel me? They were gonna put me up against Moon. We paid for a little $100, and then I ended up beating him. So that was really my debut for real, and when it comes to this YouTube stuff.
What would you say your favorite moment for the Wild Hunt was?
If I had to choose a favorite moment for the time I was at the Wild Hunt, it would have to be Panama City for sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's my first little part together, so it's my season debut.
You know what I'm saying? That was my like debut as like from part takeovers. Like I was doing like little things with the Wild Hunt with like content, but like that was my real debut. With a part takeover, like a live crowd and like all the interactions within the fans and stuff. So.
Hello. Yeah, I still got it.
Modelo Oro. It's the gold standard of light beer.
Sorry, man. I gotta. Hey, look, listen, man. Let me pause this too, man. Look. Sorry for the interruptions. You know, I'm thugging it. I ain't really been started doing the editing thing, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to build up. Like, maybe once I get to 1,000 subscribers, you know, I appreciate all the subscribers I got. But once I get to maybe like 1,000, and this YouTube is like really starting to see like, okay, people, because I'm trying to engage with a crowd and get people to see my life and my triumphs and different stuff that I just do on the day-to-day and what I feel about certain topics. So once it gets to about like maybe, you know, like 1K, whatever, subscribers, I'm going to start doing the little editing thing, blah, blah, blah. I feel like, you know, that's kind of OD though. Some people it's cheesy, it's corny. I feel like it's more raw and uncut. Yeah, there's certain stuff you cut, you know what I mean, out when you're trying to, you know, make certain content, but I feel like certain stuff like this is like, you know, just need the raw reaction. But yeah, let's keep listening.
What you doing to that boy? He was getting fried. Big guard you.
That was real cool. I had a great time out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? The crowd was expecting me to be there and like playing on me being there and like put they like most physical players against me. So like it was a vibe for sure. Like, and then like the whole city showed love. So I would have to definitely say Panama City.
So what's something you'll miss about being part of the Wild Hunt?
I mean, that was like, those are people that gave me my first chance. You know what I'm saying? The fellas, the gang, you know what I'm saying? Moon, somebody I feel like a brother to me. You know what I'm saying? Scotty was so like pivotal in like helping me become like, or just showing me like this can be something I can like choose as a career path. And like Slim, like just putting me on this platform, his big platform, and letting me like show my talents to the world for real. Because, you know what I'm saying, I've always been skilled, always been like a good player. But like, you know what I'm saying, until you have that platform, people don't really realize like how skilled or how much of a good player you are. Because like even my brand, Big RU, like I had that before even joining the Wild Hunt, but I didn't get nearly like the love or the recognition that I do now and the support I do now until like I got on that big platform and really got to show, you know what I'm saying, myself as a big art.
When did you make the decision that you were going to be moving forward with your brand?
I feel like it was, I've been thinking about it for a couple of weeks, like, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like a pivotal moment or a big moment for me that was like, made me decide when I got injured, I hurt my for people that don't know, I had sprained my LCL, but like when that first happened, you know what I'm saying, I thought I tore something, so you know what I'm saying, I just went into like thinking about like my future, you know what I'm saying, and like what I wanna do with this, like my platform and, you know what I'm saying, my fans and my support, and where are my goals and like how far I wanna take this. So I feel like once I got injured, I had to like really take a deep look into like what I plan on doing and like really see stuff from like outside in.
So why are you leaving the Wild Hunt, and what's next for Nas and Big RU?
I'm leaving the Wild Hunt simply for like two things. Stability, you know what I'm saying? Like when I was first coming on the scene, like I was collabing with a lot of different influencers, you know what I'm saying, trying to get my name in front of as many people as possible and like just get eyes on me in front of with, you know what I'm saying, Nick Briz, you know what I'm saying, Devin the Lab, as many eyes as possible, you know what I'm saying? So when I got injured, like a lot of that went on a pause, and like that's how I kind of support my lifestyle. So, and two, just growth. Like my next step is, I feel like it's a step forward, you know what I'm saying? It's a step where I can put my brand on a more bigger platform, a global, you know what I'm saying, stage. And yeah, I just, you know what I'm saying, like I said, people, if you want to make any like real growth in your life, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be willing to change and adjust to different situations. So, I mean, if anybody's watching this and you feel like you have a hard decision to make, you know what I'm saying, just know, you know what I'm saying, God, you always pray to God and ask Him for guidance, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, if you really want to grow in your life and achieve great things, you gotta be willing to be uncomfortable and change. So, you know, feel me? That was like my next thing. I want to take Big RU to the next level because I believe in it so much. I want people, athletes, you know what I'm saying, that are bigger and get pushed to forward or center or to football or wrestling or something. You know what I'm saying, that our size is not a weakness. It's really a strength. It's just not used in the right way. So that's what Big Guard is always all about. So I want to take that to the biggest stage I can. So with all that being said, I know everybody been waiting for this moment, you know what I'm saying? I never really got my like signing day moment. I already knew where I was going when I was signing, so I feel like this is, you know what I'm saying, I'm an old head, so you feel me, we gonna take it back to our glory days. And so, you know what I'm saying, as me, as what y'all been all waiting for, my next steps, my next move, I'll be taking my talents.
Damn, and it goes to commercial right then. Y'all see that?
At Boar's Head,
This shit goes to
we
commercial
live
right
for
then.
delicious, for excellence that stands apart in every bite. We live for that perfect sizzle.
Baller's life.
To the Ballers
That's
Life
real.
East Coast squad, man. I shout out to A. Millie, Duke, Tim, you know what I'm saying, Mout, D Bones, Biggie, all y'all, everybody in the Ballers Life family. I appreciate y'all for, you know what I'm saying, allowing me to take this next step in my journey. And I'm just happy and ready for it to happen. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see me on Ballers Life soon. Ballers Life East Coast squad versus the world, and it is what it is.
So with the big news being said, what are you most excited about when joining the East Coast squad?
I mean, like, I played with a couple of them. I mean, I played with all of them when I was with the scrimmage, and I've been knowing Tim for a long time. I'm saying, him being from Tampa, so, you know what I'm saying, I'm just excited. And E, you know what I'm saying, Big E, like, we and him went to college together, so, you know what I'm saying, that was one of my dogs, like, road dogs, so, like, I'm just excited to be with, like, a whole bunch of people that play at a high level like I did. I mean, not saying Wild Hunt did, but I'm just saying, like, these are all players I knew for a good amount of time. A. Millie being so skillful, Island Boy Q being so skillful, Big E went to college together. Tim, me and him been playing together in Tampa for so long. Duke, just competing against him a lot. And I think D Bones, me and him, we had a little, you know what I'm saying, you feel me? It was all cool. It was all respected today. So, but before anybody get to speculating or thinking about something, there was no foul play. You know what I'm saying? There was no recruitment done. There was a mutual interest between both parties, and then I feel like we both came to agreement that it would benefit both of us. But there was no recruitment. But I was like, do not recruit me. You know what I'm saying? I talked to them, so don't think that.
So you posted your first YouTube video in November of last year, and you've already amassed just about 23,000 subscribers on YouTube. How do you feel like you grew so fast?
I feel like Wild Hunt for sure, like, you know what I'm saying, just being on that platform helped me, like, you know what I'm saying, show, and like people like was drawn to me, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll say like the biggest thing was next chapter and the one-on-ones and like how well Scotty put that together to make it like tell a story. Like with me, I feel like next chapter and me were like coming up at the same time. When I started to emerge, next chapter started to emerge, and you know what I'm saying, like we both been growing so fast and like so exponentially that it's just been real crazy. And I just appreciate Next Chapter for all that it did for me. Like, you know what I'm saying, like that was it made me. That's my niche now. Like one-on-ones is what people want to see me play, and that's my niche. So I feel like it allowed me to show people, you know what I'm saying, how talented I really am. You know what I'm saying, 5-on-5s you can get lost in the mix, but one-on-ones is really like it's mano y mano. You know what I'm saying? Whoever across from me gotta stick me.
Hey, yep.
By himself, and no help. So I feel like that really set me apart from most people in the YouTube space.
So how is the relationship between you and the Wild Hunt at this time?
I mean, like I said, like there's no beef between me and anybody on the Wild Hunt. Like I said, Moon is like one of my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Janelle, Slim, and all them. Like I wish all of them the best. And Scotty, you know what I'm saying? Like me and Scotty, you know what I'm saying? We worked on this together. So you know what I'm saying? I appreciate them a lot. So I feel like there's no beef between us. You know what I'm saying? I know it's like it's not easy news to hear, and it's not like the best news for like you know what I'm saying, the Wild Hunt. But I hope and pray for the best for all of them.
So is there anything else that you feel like you need to get off your chest regarding the big news?
Like I said, I know some people not gonna respect my decision, and some people are. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this was the best decision for me. You know what I'm saying? So I took the step necessary to make it happen. Like I said, I hope like when the hardest is in your life, you choose what's best for you to elevate your life. But like I said, I love Wild Hunt to death. I'm East Coast Squad now. You know what I'm saying? So shit, maybe we might get the East Coast Squad in this Wild Hunt game. You never know. Stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe. We out of here. Big RU on the map.
You know what? I feel like I was wrong, you know what I mean? I was right about part of what I said, but I understood what he's saying. It's playing on a bigger stage, and it's about putting Big Guard U and his brand on a bigger stage and getting paid the stability. I get it. You know, Wild Hunt, they doing a lot of things where, you know, they're on the come up. It's hard to stick around with that. You know what I mean? I feel bad for Wild Hunt. I feel bad for Slim. You know what I mean? This is something that Slim was complaining about in one of his videos. You know what I mean? Recently. I forgot what it was about. I think it was something to do with what he, you know, like what he had going forward and why he left East Coast Squad. He said something about taking them players. And Nasir can say all he wants about them not recruiting them and blah, 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 and this, and that. But there was some type of recruitment there. You know what I mean? Regardless if you initiated the communicate with them. They might have said, well, yo, we want to see your platform get to this. Once you get to this, then we could take a look at you and blah, blah, blah. There was some type of recruitment there. And that's why he said what he said as far as why somebody might not respect his decision. I feel like there wasn't no foul play, though. I feel like he was keeping it 100, and I feel like half of what I said was true. It wasn't really about going to Baller's Life and, you know, getting on that stage to bring it back to Wild Hunt. I feel like he is done with Wild Hunt based off what I heard. But I feel like I was right about him playing on a bigger stage and trying to get to that bag. But when he initially just said the Big Guard U thing, like, yeah, Baller's Life, that could get up-and-coming people that's goddamn about to go to college. They can get top 10 recruits wearing this stuff. Maybe even goddamn basketball players, you know what I mean, that's on in the NBA, overseas, wherever. This really could turn his brand into something else. I hope Baller's Life gives him the opportunity to do that and just don't be selfish with it and make it just a whole Baller's Life thing. You know what I mean? Hopefully they give him an opportunity to put Big Guard U in the goddamn intro, shit like that. Maybe, maybe not. But you know what I mean? I also feel like I was wrong. I didn't know. I thought, yeah, I knew he came in the game with Moon and them, but I'm thinking these is like childhood friends, blah, 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 this, and that. I feel like he close with Moon. Him and Moon not going to trip. It's about a bag. Moon seemed like the type of dude that's like, you know, he keep it real. He not really like, he not real YouTube-y. You know what I mean? Some of these dudes is YouTube-y, but, you know, I feel like, I thought that him and Wild Hunt and all of them, like, they knew each other from the jump. Like, it was like, you know, they grew up together, something. Now I realize, like, yeah, it's a brotherhood, but it ain't as in-depth as I thought it was. You know what I mean? And I feel like he is closer with some people than others, like Moon. You know what I mean? Him and Big E going to college. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that plays into that, and I feel like it's a good decision for him, and I don't feel like it's the wrong decision for him. I respect it, and I want him to get paid. You know, it's hard. It's like I said, it's hard to ride that roller coaster when it's hard. You know, you're on the come up. Some people like, shoot, I'm trying to get paid. You know, bump this Baller's Life, East Coast, all of that, but I'm going to wear the shirt. I'm going to do the thing because I'm going to get a check, and I'm not selling out, but I'm going to put myself out there. Because at the end of the day, it do got to be about me. You know what I mean? He paid, you know what I'm saying? He said kind words. He wished Wild Hunt nothing but the best. But this is a big blow. And some of the fans are they're going to look into it and not really know the underlying problems. Just like I don't know. But some people, that's why when he said, hey, people not going to respect it because they just going to run with whatever. Oh, that's crazy. You use this person. You use that. It ain't none of that. It ain't no using nothing, bro. He was a good player that Wild Hunt saw. And at the end of the day, we doing this for a bag. You know what I mean? Slim already done talked about backing away content, slowing down, talking about, yo, I'm about to be goddamn trying to play overseas or go pro or go to the NBA, this, and that. He got a kid on the way. You know what I mean? Like, this wild, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to jump off the damn roller coaster before it go down. It's on the way up. But once it's about to go down, you got to jump off before it go down. You can't sink with every motherfucking ship. Excuse me. But, you know, that's WAP take on it. You know, that's a long video. I hope y'all check it out. You know, I'm going to be talking about all different types of things, but, you know, this is crazy right here.